Welcome back to the channel. Right now, the stock which I'm looking at is Camlin Fine Sciences. So, I think this stock made a very strong rally, driven by liquidity from the COVID bottom. So, the stock went right from 33, 32 levels to approximately 200 to 220 levels. So, that's really some kind of move. And after that, the stock really topped out over here, and it took some time for the stock to correct itself. So that is not what I call a routine correction. That is precisely a price wise plus a time wise correction. So let's look at the length the weightage of the correction. So that transforms to, I think, 150 weeks. Yeah, so 150 weeks. So that's roughly almost 3 years of correction for a rise of what, not even 1/3, for a rise of just 70 weeks. So 7 4 is 28. So almost you have as from a time wise perspective, you have already done 4 times the correction. And as far as the price wise correction is concerned, if I take a Fibonacci retracement, I know we are on a weekly scale. So using log scale is evident. So you did somewhere around 75% price correction. So I think after this rally and after this correction of 3 years, I think the stock is now poised to move higher from here, and the price wise and time wise correction is now over. If I take a look at the same chart on TradingView, then possibly it would give out even more sense if I start to label it or draw some trend channels. So if I start it from the top, then to this end, and then just add it to the low of previous bottom, then so that's the beauty, right? Then you get the low exactly on the lower trend line, meaning that it's possible that the correction is over and the stock might not go below the low of 3rd June, which comes around, what is the low? So that's around 79.95, almost 80. So there's a high chance the stock might not go below 80 in the near future. And if I start to look at the daily chart, then you could very well see that this is a classic textbook HNS kind of pattern, head and shoulder. And if you want to label it head and shoulder, you can label it head and shoulder, or a classic closing basis breakout. There are endless ways of naming a single pattern, but I think it's really evident over here that the breakout is clearly successful, and that the breakout was done with heavy volumes. And just look at the volumes. The volumes are over 18 million. When was the last time you had these kind of volumes? You never had these kind of volumes, right? 18 million shares of volume. It clearly adds more weightage to the breakout. And my previous theory that Camlin Fine Sciences is a multi-bagger stock in making. So if if my theory is based out of whole rise from the COVID bottoms, then I would have to use for my target making perspective, view, the use of this whole length from COVID to the top of the entire rally. So I would usually expect the stock to do the same kind of move after the ending of this corrective pattern that it did before. So if I take the length of the previous move and add it up to the bottom of the previous recent low, then I get a target which is somewhere around 550-600 levels. So that's roughly 5 times higher from here. But in case if the stock wants to extend, which in case it happens, since it's a micro cap stock and has a market cap of just shy of 2000 crore, then there are chances that this stock might even head higher from here towards 1000, 1500, or even 2000 levels. So I think that is my view on the stock. I would really start to become all the more bullish when it starts to cross above this trend line, resistance trend line. So I think that is my view on the stock. The stock trades around the counter for 117 rupees. A breakout about 200 would mean that the our previous hypothesis is right on the stock, and the stock is probably heading higher towards here, from here towards 500 levels at first, and then if the stock wants to extend higher from here, it would extend towards 1200 to 1800 levels ideally. Thank you.